Good, Janet. Well done. Okay.
Carers with a learning disability don't get recognised. Professionals should listen to us, and take that. Professionals should take whatever a person with learning disability is seriously.
For many people, having a carer's assessment is a turning point in how they and others see themselves.
Started doing more for my mum when her eyes started going, and we found out that she needed me more, so I needed to have a carer's assessment done.
Some of our families were a bit worried about us doing carer's assessments, but it has shown how much the person with learning disability is now caring for their mums and dads. And they're now really proud and quite happy to say to people, my son and daughter is now my carer.
Well, you'll have to take us to Nether Edge, because Rita will be away.
People just assume that carers just sort of nip in and do an odd job, but it's often a long commitment. I mean, at the moment it's been 7 years I've been doing this, and it does sort of grind you down. And through the assessment I've been able to access help, and also for me to put sort of in black and white what I do. And it was actually quite shocking when I looked at what I do. I actually became quite upset about it, because I just realised that I am a worthy person because I'm doing a lot, but I think a year or two ago I wasn't feeling like that, and I do feel that with the carers assessment it's made me feel better about myself.
The carers assessment has given me greater freedom. The carers come, and the people that sit in with my mother while I go out. I go dancing, I do other basic things like walking. I do a lot of things what I didn't do before. I am a carer, and that means a lot to me. There's no way through it at all, no other way for it. I just accept it, and that's the way it is.
We just struggle along together, you know. I mean, you just do it and you don't think anything about it. I'm quite happy to do what I'm doing because I've always had to do it, you know.
So you do the cooking and all the cleaning?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a lot, isn't it? You've got.
Yes.
And do you feel that you're managing okay with that, or do you feel that you could do with some extra help around that?
I would say to someone in my situation, seek help. Seek help as soon as you can. Don't be afraid to ask, and keep going.
There's help out there, take it, not turn it down, because everyone needs help sooner or later.
I have been able to access direct payments. Now that may sound like I'm going to have a whole weekend off. It gives me a Saturday morning and 2 afternoons, and that's enabled me to really get my life back with my husband and children as well, because they've had to make a lot of adjustments really.
But there can be barriers to asking for help.
For families from some of the ethnic cultures, it's harder for them to ask for any kind of outside support. And there's also an expectation, I think, that the youngest in the family, or the women in the family, that's actually their role and they shouldn't really expect help. Sometimes for the person with a learning disability who perhaps is moving in circles where advocacy is something that they're beginning to learn about, and speaking outside the family is something they're being told is good and they're experiencing as good, the family are pulling them into keeping things quietly at home.
Mum and my sister, they wouldn't manage without me. It's very hard to explain to people that, you know, you can't always do jobs that other people can do.
Domino.
So you've run that.
As a person gets older, opportunities can open up for their relative with a learning disability, as Sandra's mother and brother are discovering.
Now that she's more frail, he's able to come into his own, and he's actually exhibiting a massive range of abilities really. So I've just noticed that the relationship's very interdependent, and it's changing more so that my brother is the carer. Which in a way isn't bad, because it's allowing him to develop his skills.
Well, the things I like being a carer is sort of like, I'm sort of like a caring person. I like sort of helping other people, and I like to sort of get another job sort of caring for other people.
My dream for Andrew is that he's happy, he has someone to care for him, to fulfill all his dreams and to help him and with his difficulties.
My dream for Tony when I'm not here is for someone to care for him like I've cared for him all his life.
My dreams? I don't know, I suppose one day to get married, have some children. I don't really know. Just to have a nice life, not to have a horrible life. It's just, I've had a tough life all my life, so I just want it to be really easy now, so, and get support and everything.